I'm not going to sugarcoat why I'm here today. But first of all, I want to thank everybody that has supported me in this issue. I am the loudest voice in the room. I've heard that. We don't worry about the loudest voice in the room. If there had not been a loud voice in the room, we would not be here at this point today. We would have already probably had digesters being built at 2 locations, 30th and West Muhammad Ali, as well as out here. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this for anybody. And one other thing I want to say, I'm going to take credit for what I did. I have negotiated with Star Energy's attorney, Brian Zoller, on several occasions because we knew pretty much where this was going. So I said, we're working on plan A, we need to work on plan B. Plan B is for getting some benefits for this neighborhood, for the California neighborhood, and I'm going to take my credit for every day that I have worked in this process. You know, I stand here today, I stand here reluctantly. I stand here reluctantly supporting this next step. And I'm going to tell you why I reluctantly support it. It sends another message to West Louisville that their concerns are secondary to an almighty dollar, okay? Another reason I'm reluctant, it fuels the ongoing belief that backroom deals can buy and elevate leaders who will try to suppress the people for their own personal agendas.
No backroom deals!
It suggests also that the quality of life of people living in the California area and in struggling neighborhoods is less important than a single person's profit or political goals. It also confirms to me that those who have the resources are free to exploit vulnerable neighborhoods rather than help build a community where safety, peace of mind, and widespread economic advancement are paramount.
Where is the community?
It also declares to me that people who make their homes elsewhere know what is best for our community. And they do not care about this community. I started working on this project when I heard about it. I brought it to the community over 4 months ago. The loud voice in the room. That is who went to the neighborhood meetings. That is who got coalitions to work with them. This community right now is very, very fractured. There's some for it, there's some against, and some have not been included. I get calls on a daily basis at home, on my cell phone, and in my office saying they have been excluded from the process, especially the folk that live in the California area. I got involved with this. They made it a district-specific issue. The first biodigester was supposed to be on the old property of National Tobacco Company at 30th and Muhammad Ali. That was the first one. Well, I don't want to offend anybody, but thank God they took that off the table. I feel the same way today that I felt when I took on this challenge. I do not believe this biodigester should be in a residential neighborhood. I do not believe that. I think there are other places.
We need housing first.
Put it in the mayor's backyard!
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Put it in Congress's backyard! They don't live here!
And the thing about this is, I'm getting ready to close my remarks. We've heard about a 60-day cooling off period. We've heard about binding elements. I am the one I am the one that said binding elements.
I hear you.
We talked about 20 or 30 trucks. I asked their attorney, said no trucks. He came back and said, Mary, we're going to have at least 10 tanker trucks. I am the one that asked for binding elements. I don't care who else take the credit out here today, but I'm going to take credit for what I did. And I don't care who knows it.
Come on.
And the economics. That was plan B. You know, when you go before these 10 different, I think it's about 10 different agencies, air pollution, water company, MSD, it's several other, EMS. When you go before those, if you get your permit, I'm sure you're going to get your permit, because we don't always appoint the people to these boards and commissions that's going to vote on this. People, let me tell you all out here today, I have absolutely nothing to lose. I am my own person. I am not in debt to anybody. I have not sold out this community. As much money as Heaven and Hill and whoever else have, it's not enough to buy me. In the future, I encourage the administration and any companies that are proposing to locate in our community, let me say that again, in our community, that you bring it by us, that you don't just have a handful of people making things district specific that's going to affect the entire community. You need to bring it to the community. And far as some of the other binding elements, and again, I really owe a debt of gratitude to the Star Energy's attorney. I just want to give him a hand. I may embarrass Mr. Zoller, but he is just a wonderful person to work with. So I have nothing else to say, but I want everybody here today listening, the media, the mayor, and any and everybody else, don't continue to dump on this community, because we will not continue to allow this. Thank you.